So I literally rotted all weekend because last weekend I was out of my house all 3 days and I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So Friday I did nothing, Saturday I did nothing, Sunday I did nothing. Actually last night I went to work and I did some grocery shopping, but today I'm getting stuff done. I filmed my try on haul. I've had those items for a while. I just haven't painted my face. And like getting the motivation to paint your face, even though it takes 5 seconds, oh, those are 5 seconds my brain cannot handle. So today's plan is to make a crock pot French onion chicken kind of thing. Very excited about it. I can like already smell it. I didn't even make it yet, but like I can smell the caramelized onions already. So that was like the main reason for my grocery store trip last night. I ended up spending like $140, but this should feed me for a while. And then I got other things that will feed me for a while. I'm trying to do more frequent but smaller grocery trips going forward because there's like a BLT thing I want to make, but I'm like, ingredients wise, I won't be eating that till Friday, Saturday. So let me not buy a tomato right now. I'm trying to be more proactive and plannery about my stuff because I feel like I always do a massive grocery haul and then I have like wilted bell peppers by the next week. And I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should have made that a week ago. So trying to be better about not letting things go bad. So I feel like I've been talking too long. Also, this low ponytail is giving me Peter Pan vibes. I do have hair. Like Dorothy Hamill, who are you? So yeah, let's go make crock pot chicken, French onion sandwiches. Okay, yes, I do have 40 tabs open, but I'm doing the Skinny-ish dish. This is her blog. So many ads. The chicken French dip. Dips? Yeah. So it's like a sandwich. Ooh, onions. Let's get a good picture of the freaking final product. So I feel like this doesn't capture how good it is. I've made this in the past. So basically French onion soup with pulled chicken on a sandwich. Also, you can make enough where you just like put that chicken and onion base on like rice or just eat it on its own. So I'm gonna have that throughout the week, just like with whatever. But like today, it's all about the sandwiches. Also, we know I'm like the worst cook in America. I do have to audition for that show. What is the difference between broth and stock? Please let me know. Okay, finding the crock pot was an ordeal, but we got it. I've sliced up yellow onions and sweet onions. I think you can use whatever you want, but I think that'll be a good combo. I did buy slow cooker bags. My cousin used to use these when she would make slow cooker things, and I feel like it's easier for cleanup, so we'll try those out today. And we'll get started while I like cut the gross parts off the chicken. Ugh. Okay, attempts are being made with this little tripod, but I think you could tell what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put in the onions. Those will break up. I tried to do it as like thin as possible, but we can punch these out, you know what I mean. And then 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm just gonna cut these a little smaller so I can spread them out. Butter and onion is the best. You can tell this is why I'm fat, but it's so good. I have 2 cups of the chicken stock. I think I'm gonna just get it a little wet. That sounds gross. Maybe I'll just do the whole 2 cups. Why not? And then some salt and pepper. And then we'll let that simmer while I prep the chicken. Guys, I wish I filmed me trimming the chicken because I would have went viral because I was gagging, screaming, cursing the entire time. That was disgusting. That's why I pretty much only eat like pre-made meals. How do people do that? Ugh. I feel like as an adult, I have to learn how to do that because one day, actually probably not, I'll be a mom and have to like make dinner every night, but like, oh my God, that was horrific. Ugh. And like, I kept the scraps. I'm just gonna like fry them up for Betty, but like, oh, that was traumatic. Anyways, back to the recipe. I'm gonna add some minced garlic and some garlic powder. Why not? I'm gonna stink anyways. Gonna add that to the onion mixture and then we'll add in the chicken and, okay, there's no way I can say this word. Worcestershire. I think that was actually pretty good. We're gonna add that in and then just let everything simmer. Okay, I really need to be filming at all times because I thought this had, you know, a little holes on top. I just dumped this whole thing in there, but oh, it does have the little holes on top and it's stuck. Okay, cool. Luckily I was able to mix it around, but I am a doof in the kitchen. We're gonna add the chicken. Hopefully I won't gag. Let me mix this up while I'm here. It smells so good. Okay. Yuck. Maybe, should I have made them thinner? I don't know. I don't know. Ew. Okay. What are these little boogers on these? Put them next to each other. This is so gross to me. I'm sorry. What a great cooking video. Okay. I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on top of these, and then I'll make the sauce. I'll add some more chicken broth, and we'll let this simmer. Ugh. Measuring with my heart. So I whisked together flour and the sauce. So it comes out to a little paste like this, but this should thicken up like the chicken stock that's already in the crock pot. And I can always add more flour later to make it more thick. So I'm gonna lay this on top of the chicken and not gag, but then that should be the final step, and I can let this sit for about 4 hours on high. The nasty chicken for Betty. Guys, I really am the worst cook in America because only Shannon Miller can screw up a crock pot meal. It looked good at the end, like the onions caramelized, the chicken shredded really easily, the chicken was nice and juicy. It's just like the flavors never came together. And I've made this before and it worked. I think it was my choice of onions. So I did do the sweet and the yellow. Next time I just gotta pick one. And one of them was wrong, but I don't know what it was. But I think, like, it was very tangy at the end. So I think it came down to the onions, but also like the flavor just never came together. So an attempt was made. I still ate it. It was still good. And it made a ton of extra servings. So I could do the sandwich again. I could put it over rice. I could put it over mashed potatoes. I could also just eat it straight up out of Tupperware. So it will get eaten, but it wasn't good. Another cause for my weight gain. I just keep eating stuff that's not good, but I don't want things to go to waste. So yeah, an attempt was made, but I feel like another recipe fail. How do I keep screwing things up? I don't get it. I should probably take like a cooking class. That would be fun. Well, I'll look for one. Hello? Oh, I was in a row, but I think you can kind of see. No, you can't see my butt, but something could happen and you might. Anyways, hello, good morning. It's 11:07. I have to be on the train to the city at 12:15, but I was like, I'm going to the city, I have a face on. I should also film the try-on part for a new video. So, can I do it in an hour? I think I can. I do kind of take breaks and like play on my phone for 45 minutes at a time, but I think we can do it. I've kind of had the week from hell, so more on that later. But I did want to say hi. I do have a face on. I feel like I'm getting uglier by the day. What is happening? But yeah, we're gonna go into the city. I'm gonna try and make it a 2-show day, but there's only like 4 shows who do like a 7 p.m. on a Sunday. So we'll see. If not, I'm gonna come back home, do other people's taxes. Ooh, I'd rather go see a show, but one of the 2 things will happen. All right, as usual, ignore the messy room. So to avoid the disappointment of putting on a belt on like last time, it did get me views though. We're gonna use a belt I know fits me. So I did end up finding the taupe Shein shirt. I'm wearing white sneakers just because it's just so much easier. Watch this not fit me either. No, guys, this will fit. With some room to spare. We'll inch out a little bit so it's a little floppy. I don't want to be uncomfortable on the train. There we go. Then you'll see the big garbage bag on my floor. And the tripod. There's just so much happening right now. The fit, the garbage. But yeah, I feel very cute and put together in this top. I wish they made this in every color and every pattern. I did kind of buy one, the red and pink florally one around Valentine's Day. That's like way more cropped though. Not saying that this is a long shirt, kind of ends like right here, but like it gets in the pants. So let's go to the city. What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? I left my house without a jacket and then turned around and got it. And thank God I did. It is like 40 degrees. It was way sunnier earlier in the day, so I thought it'd be nice, but thank God I grabbed the jacket. Also, first video ever on my new iPhone 14. I didn't go for the 15. We know I'm cheap, so new to me, new phone. I have about 45 minutes. I don't know what I want to eat, so I figured I'd just go to my dollar pizza place. You know, spend less than $5, have some food. If I'm hungry after the show, I can eat again then, and I probably will. But I figured the pizza place I like is on the way. It's cheap, it's easy. I'm always in the mood for pizza, so we'll go do that. That pizza was the first thing I ate all day, and it was so good. So I go to Two Brothers. It's on 8th and 38th, I believe. I've been going there for over a decade, especially when I was poor and 22 working in the city. Still poor, still good food. And you can't beat a $5 New York City lunch. Oh my God, that show was crazy, and that's the kind of show I like completely out there, taking a lot of risks, like so fun. I don't know if you've seen the movie, it's like 20 years old at this point. Teeth, where she has teeth in her vagina. That was a show I saw, it was a musical. But just as you can imagine, there was screaming. I screamed at one point. No one else in the audience did, but I did. But so good. So the line at Los Tacos #1, my favorite taco spot, was so long. So I made the decision to go to an even crazier spot, the Times Square Raising Cane's. Every time I go there, it's insane, and there's music blasting at like volume 100, and it's such an assault to the senses, and every time I make a mistake. But today was pretty okay. The music was at a normal level. It was super crowded though, so I like got a table for two, and then this girl was like, "Can I sit with you?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then like I have this in my head, I'm like, do we chat? Do we acknowledge each other? Like, what's the social cue here? I don't know, but we did end up talking a little bit. But I was also like going to town on fried chicken. But then getting up, there was like a party of 7 at a table for 2 next to us. So when I was getting up, I'm like, oh, scoot over, take my seat. But then the second like I stood up and I saw over their heads, I saw like a dad and his son waiting for my seat. Like I didn't know and I didn't see them, and then I felt really bad. And then I was trying to help them find a seat. Like, why do I take these things on as if it's my problem? So that's my spiel about fried chicken. I do have a little bit of time. I'm gonna go by the theater for The Notebook, see if they have any tickets, but I'm pretty content with like a 1-show day today. I would like something sweet, so I might end up getting a cookie. We'll see where the next 45 minutes takes me. All right, so I just went to the box office at The Notebook, and I asked if they had any seats for tonight. There was one in the orchestra for $250, and I was like, absolutely not. And then he said there was standing room for $49, which is right at my price range, but I don't feel like standing. Also, it's in an hour and a half, so it's like I have to like wait an hour and a half and then stand for 2 more hours. Good to know that they do standing room, because on a day where I have a little bit more energy, maybe that's an option. So maybe next Sunday, we will see, but like not tonight, although like I'm here, I might as well, but I don't feel like standing today. Longest day ever. It is 11:45 p.m. I'm at work. Just finished 2 clients. I still have like a list of more people, but I'm gonna wrap it up right now. The whole time I was like, I want to leave, but I'm like, your butt's in the chair, just finish what you're doing. So I got 2 things done. It's also hard because I don't have a car anymore. Like, I'm borrowing my mom's car just to even get to work, so might as well get it all done while I'm here. Oh, I never talked about why I don't have a car. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm so tired. I do have I went to Smackery's. I got a cookie and like brownie bar. The brownie bar is in my fridge right now, so it's gonna be like the perfect midnight snack. Also, I'm going to the gyno at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and they're gonna weigh me. But oh well. All right, squad. I tried those heatless curlers for the first time. Kind of fell behind my head, but this was my first time, so I'm gonna get the hang of it going forward. So I'm assuming, because it ended up like this, I'll probably only have like a little bit, probably here down. But let's see those results. Figured I'd film a bunch today, and hopefully I'll have good hair for it. I don't have high hopes. Also, I didn't know what to do with the ends. Is that what you're supposed to do? I don't know. But it's a learning process. Will I ever get this off? All right, and I think you just pull up and away. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the front's gonna be a little, okay, some body, that's all I'm asking for. Okay, cute. I'm gonna get better at this, but not bad for being kind of bad at everything. And my first time. Cute, okay, so gonna start putting a face on, but I figured I'd tell you about why I don't have a car, all this stuff. Okay, got that nasty overhead lighting. I don't know if having my screen down makes me less blue. No, it's just bad lighting. I have the mirror right here. This angle, gruesome. So if you think this is bad, think about what I'm seeing right here. The other day was the day from hell. So I was supposed to take Betty to get her teeth cleaned. She desperately needs it. It smells like Clams Casino, hot garbage, a yeast infection, like any bad smell, that's Betty's breath. So it was time, and I took you to the vet with me in the last vlog. So we made an appointment. The day came. I was nervous a couple days leading up to it because, like, you don't want to see your baby get put under anesthesia. So I'm super nervous. The morning comes and it's raining. It's disgusting out. Mind you, also, my dad is getting heart surgery that same day. So I'm already nervous about Betty. Then I have to be nervous about him. Raining, the works. I feed Betty because in my head, I'm like, this could be a last hurrah. So let's give her anything she wants. So I feed her that morning, not knowing you're not supposed to feed them before surgery. Now I know, but no one ever called me. So I get there, I pull into the parking lot. Also, Betty hates the car. So I'm driving and she's jumping in my lap and I'm like, ah! We get in the parking lot, the car stalls. And I was like, ah. And I kind of like haphazardly, I could like get like one more like oomph out of it. And I kind of get it like into a spot, but like really awfully. Also, I'm driving that massive Suburban, which is a tank. And I was like, well, this is good enough. And I was like, at least we live like 2 blocks from the vet. Like, I can leave it here, walk home. Get in there, and he's like, did you feed her? I was like, yes. And they're like, oh, we can't do the surgery today. And then to which I said, I didn't know. And then they said, well, we called you. And then I looked at my call log, and no, they didn't. So no shade to the vet. They are so nice, especially after the whole, like, I made the mistake of feeding her. They were very nice about it. So I took Betty home, walked home in the rain, left my car there. Then I called AAA and I was like, I'll meet you there. I think I needed like a new battery or something. That's like what happened in my head. And the guy came and it started right up for him. He's like, well, go to a thing and get your alternator checked and get a new battery. So I got my car home and I was like, well, I'll get to that when I get to it. Because also it was like a work day for me. So this is all happening before 11. I start my day at 11. And I was like, you know what? Once my dad is like finished getting heart surgery, I'll bother him to like help me fix the car. Then the doctor calls. He's like, you know what? We're going to x-ray Betty anyways for her legs. Bring her in. We'll x-ray her. We'll see how much food is in her stomach. And if like it doesn't seem like a lot, we'll proceed and like do it today. So I then go back down. This is my 3rd time to the vet that day. Drop her off. Walk home again. Get a call like an hour later. He's like, there's a lot of food in Betty's stomach. Come get her. Go back. Come back. So at least like that was finished, and we rescheduled the dental cleaning for like a week from now, and then I'll be nervous all over again. So if you're watching this, pray for Betty and me. But yeah, as much as I would have liked to get it over with, Betty got very lucky that day. So that was the day from hell. Everything's good with my dad. Again, Betty got very lucky, but that breath, it's like that green cloud from the SpongeBob episode. But it's gonna be so good once it's all taken care of. But yeah, my backup car. So my Jeep broke in October. I have not even sat in it since. And then the backup car broke on me too. So my dad he does have more backup cars, but they're all stick shift. So like I am SOL. I cannot get anywhere. And then you realize how much you need a car. I live in a very small walkable town. I could walk to ShopRite and Trader Joe's, and I have, you know, on other occasions, but like I couldn't go to the dentist the other day. I had to like ask my dad to drive me to the gyno the other day. Like, you do need a car, because even though I live in a walkable place, some of my appointments are not very walkable. So I was looking online. I I don't know if my best option is buying or leasing, because I do need a car to get me across the country. That is the holdup on me moving. It's the car. I have been seeing commercials that like for things under $300 a month, and I'm like, okay, that I can do, because famously, like a year ago, I went to the Toyota dealership and they wanted $700 a month for a Toyota. I walked right out. So I've been seeing commercials from Mazda's, not Kia, what is it? Hyundai Tucson. That I can do. I do want like a small SUV because I'm so used to my Jeep, and I do like being up. So that's what I'm looking for, although like small SUVs are more expensive. But you do need a car, and I'm like, the peace of mind of having a working, functioning, safe car, priceless in my book. So that's where I'm at right now. I would love to have a car by the end of the month. Let's manifest this. I will have a car by the end of the month. I also saw, I hope it's still on the website, a car that I like, and it was a 2021, so it must have been like they just finished their lease, brought it back, and it was like $21,000. And I can write a check for $21,000. I can't write one for 30, but I can write one for 21. So if it's still available, I would literally buy a car in one fell swoop tomorrow. So now in my head, I'm like, do I get the 2021 that I can outright buy, or do I get a 2024 brand new, no one has had their musty butt on the seat, and pay like $300 a month with X amount down? I don't know. I'm gonna have to run the numbers, but like, that's where I'm at right now. And I know I should go for the more affordable option. So I'm hoping it's still available. I need to check the website again, but it felt like my white whale, because I also want a white car. I've seen so many like maroon cars on these auto dealership websites. I'm like, I know a car is a car, but like, if I'm gonna spend this money, I want what I want, and I want a white SUV. So hopefully it's still available. I've been doing this for about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna do the rest of my face. I'm filming Walmart and hopefully on Amazon today. Speaking of Amazon, I saw a bunch of like, they're not even famous, because you know, like the Remy Baders of the world, these girls are not, they have a lot of followers, but they're not like you know their names. And they're all like Amazon girlies, and they're sponsored on a Virgin Voyages. They never make travel content, but Virgin Voyages, the cruise line, is sponsoring them. So I'm like, I'm seething with jealousy. I know I need to move on to short form content and just like make TikTok my bitch and shill Amazon links. Cause I would like a Virgin Voyages cruise. I'm such a jealous hag, but like that grinded my gears this morning as I'm selling old leggings for $8, you know, would love a free cruise. So that's where I'm at right now. Gonna go film that video. Now that I have a new phone, I want to start making TikToks and all that stuff, but I'm so lazy. I was gonna say busy. I'm busy too, but more importantly, I am lazy. My gyno the other day did refer me to a mental health person, so at least I'll get Adderall and or antidepressants soon. I don't know if anyone saw, but I did like on January 1st. I'm like, my goal this year is to get contacts and Lexapro, and I went to the eye doctor 2 weeks ago and they had to order the contacts, and they still don't call me back. So, but contacts are en route. And then once I see another doctor, this is all out of pocket, by the way. I work for an insurance company and it covers nothing. So all these things are just coming straight out of my pocket. Why is this happening to me? Once again, I'm annoyed while these girls are on a cruise. So I'm gonna finish my makeup, and I will see you later. Again, pray for Betty. Mid filming, battery dies. Okay, I have another one. Battery also dies. So I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes, try and blast out on like the mildly charging battery. We'll see. I'm so disorganized and bad at this, and yet I want a free cruise. I just had, let me get the TV out of the background, the best, most helpful customer service call of my life just now with Chewy, the like dog food or like pet store. So back in November, I bought Betty and Archie their food, and I bought like a huge bag, and it's like $80, and I was like, and I guess I signed up for auto ship on Chewy, or they kind of slip it in there. But last night, like midnight, I get the thing on my like credit card. It's like, Chewy, $115. And I was like, I was not expecting that. Also, we're still on that bag of food. It was huge. So I was like, I I'm spending a lot of money this week, as you can tell. I cannot do another $110 or $115, whatever it was. So I looked at my email and it was like, manage auto ship. So I went to the website. It's like, you don't have auto ship or something like that. And I was like, okay, I'm confused. So I called Chewy, and on like the second ring, I automatically get a human. Like there was absolutely no like, press 2 to do this, press 3 to do this. Immediately it was talking to this girl, Jocelyn, and I didn't even have to explain myself too much. She's like, okay, I'll cancel the order. I'll cancel your auto ship and you're good to go. And I was like, I didn't have to like fight for anything. I didn't have to make up some weird reason. Like it was that easy, and she was so nice. So I'm getting the money back and turning off auto ship. And she's like, it kind of like went out to the distributor. So if it does still come, you can keep the bag of food, which would be great. But like, also I can just extreme coupon when I need to, when she finishes the current bag at our local pet store. But so nice, so easy. But again, she was super helpful. I had to like hop on here and tell everyone how helpful Chewy was. So even though, yeah, I weirdly got charged for auto ship, everything turned out well in the end. And I feel like the customer service was so good that I would give them my business again in the future. I just don't need a 50-pound bag of food right now. Another small customer service win. I don't think I ever talked about this, but in July, when I was coming from San Diego back to New Jersey, we were on the plane and it kept getting delayed. It kept getting delayed. Then they made us get off. They're like, can't fly this plane. Come back again tomorrow morning. And it was like a whole thing. And United gave us like food vouchers. And then they were like, you can spend up to this amount on hotels, transportation, and food for the night before you come back, because it was our problem. We can't fly you out here. So I was staying at my brother's for free. So I was like, good for me. I don't have to, get a hotel or anything. But I was like, I am going to take the Ubers and tip like 30% because it's not my money. Then because they were covering food, I went and got like $50 worth of sushi. And then the next morning, took an Uber back to the airport, tipped a lot again. Because again, I was like, free money. And then I kind of forgot about it. Again, this flight was like July 30th. Forgot about it till like a month ago. And I was like, oh, I should get my money back. And I tried to do it through the United app, and it's like, there's like a 6-month kind of cutoff on these. And I was like, of course my laziness screws me over. Of course. That's why I should stop being lazy, but I can't. So then I just emailed their customer service, and I was like, hey, I think I missed the cutoff date, but here's my flight info and all the information you guys gave us on your end. And that customer service email came back very fast, and it was like personal too. So she's like, great, I can give you the $54 back for your food. We don't cover ground transportation though. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I always have receipts though. I may be lazy, but I always have receipts. I sent back the letter from United that they gave us, and I highlighted ground transportation will be covered to your hotel or whatever. I think they meant like, if we miss the flight, they're not going to like pay for the bus for me to get to like San Diego to like Texas. That ground transportation. That's what I feel like they don't cover. So I sent back another thing. I'm like, hey, thanks for being so helpful, but I think you might cover ground transportation. Sent back the highlighted thing. And then I did get my $51 back for my Ubers. And those checks came to me really fast. I got both of those this week. So I can finally cross off United claim off my to-do list. So that comes down to me being lazy and the biggest procrastinator in the universe. But it all worked out in the end. Thank you to the woman at United. Thank you to the woman at Chewy. If we were all just a little better and nicer, I think the world could be a better place. All right, fam. There's a literal motorcycle outside my house. So if you hear like a faint hum or a loud roar, that's what it is. I went to the eye doctor a couple weeks ago. I got an updated prescription. I am getting contacts at some point in my life. And I just needed new glasses. Not that my current ones are bad, but I only have one pair and my prescription didn't change, so it's not like they're giving me headaches or anything, but I feel like it's good to have backups because I lose my glasses for like months at a time sometimes. Or like with that pair, I left them in San Diego and then came back to New Jersey. So I ordered from Zenni Optical, never tried them before. I always just get my glasses from the eye doctor. So I wanted to try Zenni because I knew they were cheap. So I was like, if this goes well, I know that ordering online can work, and then maybe down the road I can spring for like a Warby Parker. But if you have any glasses brands that you like, because I know like there's like Glasses USA, which is also pretty cheap. But I figured we'd try with Zenni. One of these was like $10. I think I spent $37 total for 2 pairs of glasses. We'll see what happens. What is this? This came with a PD ruler. You know what, my eye doctor didn't tell me my PD, but the Zenni Optical, you like hold a credit card up to your head and turn your camera on. I don't know how any of that works. So that's the only thing that I'm like, this could be off. The PD, which is like the something distance. What, see, like how, who would know that? So I feel like when I get my contacts, I'll double check with them what the PD is. But yeah, let's try. I only got 2. Again, I just wanted to try, and if it goes well, we'll get more. So little plastic glasses cases. I have a giant head, so that's what I'm afraid of these looking small on me. So this is just a very basic black, because I wear them around the house. Okay, that's not bad, honestly. I feel like it's always, when you try them on at the eye doctor, I could be there for hours trying everything on. I would maybe prefer a little bit bigger. Actually, these are good, actually. And I can see. Great. Okay, so for like 10 bucks, boom, there we go. Now that I know this works, I definitely want like fun, like pink ones. I want to be like that. The fat woman from your office who wears glasses. That's me. Anyways, what's her name? Penny on Criminal Minds. She always has like fun glasses, and she is the fat woman who works at your office. So let's try the second pair. Also good to have, I know these are like kind of junky and cheap, but like good to have a glasses case. I'm always losing those too. So just something to throw your glasses in and then throw in your purse. I think this is just a very similar, I think maybe a little bit bigger on the, I wish I knew what this meant. Think this part. It's a little longer and bigger. Ooh, doesn't look like my head is gonna fit in here. Okay, so maybe a little tight. So these are more cat, I really like these. Okay, yeah, these are a little bit more cat eye, and the other ones are more square. I really like these. Good. Okay, so these I might get in like a pink. Good to know. And okay, we should come back in like 6 months. This will be stretched out. Where's my old ones? Let's see how stretched out those are. Okay. These are my current glasses. Huge. Look how stretched out my head made them. But good to know that everything worked. Yeah, let's try, okay, I'm looking at the TV. Nice and clear, perfect. I really like these, okay, yay. Always nice to have backup glasses, like put one in the car when I finally have one that works. Keep one in my office, keep one in like a backpack, you never know. So, yay. Hello, so I am editing and I realized I didn't film an ending. Do I ever though? So I am kind of backlogged on vlogs, so I'm editing a bunch. So we're gonna get up to real time sometime this week. So you will see a fun surprise in the next vlog. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what it is. And if you don't, the manifestation from this vlog came true. So fun for me. You'll find out in like 2 days. So I'm gonna get to editing those, but again, we'll come up to real time. I don't know what day it is now, but we'll get there. So thank you for watching, and there will be a lot more of me. Bye.